Okay, well, speaking of college athletes on the big stage,
Right.
Market Watch dropped a list of athletes bringing in over $1 million a year in NIL deals. And so, sweet little article, but here's the list. We'll scroll down and jump right into the meat of it. This came by way of, I want to give credit to Weston Blassie from Market Watch. He dropped a list of 10 athletes. Carson Beck, Georgia quarterback, comes in at number 10, bringing in $1.5 million a year. Fellow SEC quarterback Jalen Milroe brought in $1.6 million. Fellow SEC athlete Angel Reese, the SEC is just raking it in.
Yeah.
$1.8 million. Another, I think they just moved to the SEC. Quinn Ewers, University of Texas quarterback, just under $2 million at 1.9. Travis Hunter, the shutdown cornerback out of Colorado now, even though they have a Jackson State picture here, $2.4 million. Arch Manning, $2.8 million. Now, mind that one, he got very little playing time, which is really crazy to think about.
He just got wrapped into the brands.
Yeah.
The Manning name.
The Manning name.
Texas name. Number 4 on the list, superstar Caitlin Clark.
Real quick, I saw a funny meme this morning that said, she looks like a female version of Peyton Manning. Everybody who looks like Peyton Manning is just a good athlete. She's phenomenal, dude. She's one of my favorite to watch right now. Just her like competitive spirit.
Yeah.
Sick,
Yes.
$3.1 million in NIL earnings. Number 3 on the list, Livy Dunn, social media.
I was blown away by that.
Oh, dude, she's a gymnast. Yeah, she's all over. She's all over social, and
she's got like a YouTube following. And
yeah, she's got a Livy gang of young men who follow her.
I was gonna say one of the things for sure is all these people we're naming have really big platforms.
Yes,
you know, Travis Hunter's got his own content team. Shador does. They have huge YouTube channels, Instagram channels, etc. So
yeah,
you want to follow the money. See who's got the most subscribers and platform.
And take advantage of the platform. Yeah. And where you're at in
Right.
your career in college. I can't even imagine, there's going to be some great advisors there.
Yeah.
Well, these subscribers and these follower counts, these high follower counts, what they signify is connection with people.
Sure.
Lucrative. So number 2 on the list, Shador Sanders, Colorado quarterback, breaking in $4.7 million. And then rounding out the list, Bronny James out of USC, the point guard out of USC, brought in just under $5 million. Big time money being made by these athletes. And this is all
another quick question. Obviously, that's the son of LeBron James.
correct.
Does Livy have somebody famous in her family in front of her?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, interesting.
Not that I know of. But it is interesting. Overall, this whole thing is changing. It's changing athletics as we know it before our eyes. It's changing the business model of athletics.
I mean, it's everything that we've been talking about today, right? It's like the ever-changing world of business. AI is doing that. I think amateur sports is halfway out the door.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to have much college sports for very long that aren't like paid in some level.
Yeah. I mean, just think about, as a parent, right? You're raising your child and you're thinking about, gosh, I could, now not just get my child's, or have my child's college paid for, but they can literally, they can literally start their career, making money and be able to put money aside and be able to come out ahead, very much ahead in sports and what that commitment's going to do. You wonder how much that's going to cause burnout with parents pushing kids to year-round baseball at age 3.
Well, they already do it, except none of them know the statistics. You know what the stats are?
What?
You know how many high school kids go and play in college? Less than 2%.
Really?
You know how many of those kids go on to play professionally? Less than 1%. Do you know how many of those that go on to play professionally actually make millions of dollars? Less than 1%. So you got to be the elite of the elite. So for all you parents who thought that was a good idea based off of what Brett just said, please don't do that.
Please don't do it. Yeah.
But it's like anything, it's like, especially with athletics, you got to have you got to be super gifted to be able to go that far.
Yeah.
And just with every level, it gets more and more competitive.
Yeah. And you have to want it, right? If someone's pushing you, if your parents pushing you, your love for it is not going to, be there to get you to that level. It's going to be, yeah. Well, my wife and I think about that with our daughter. She's turning 14 here shortly, and a couple sports that she loves, basketball and soccer. And we'd love her to play basketball. I played that in college, so I want her to play that.
Yep.
But she loves soccer. And so we're investing in soccer camps and all that. And she does her own workouts because she wants to do them.
Yep. She's going to go far because of that.
Yep. And when I say, let's go do a basketball workout, she's like, oh, man, all right.
She's like, I'm tired of crossing you up, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, from the business, we got the parents' perspective, but from the business perspective, I think there's something that should be said that isn't said a lot. If you're out there, you're looking at, I'm going to go after Livy Dunn. I'm a car dealership or something down in Louisiana. I don't know, but the answer, and it doesn't always equate to more sales going after these athletes with these deals. So one, athletes secure your bag, awesome. But from the business owner perspective, don't follow the same track that many advertisers are on today, which is, I'm just flushing money down the toilet in the names of making the quick buck, not understanding that what makes these athletes actually, Samson alluded to it with their platforms, it's brand. Yeah. It's brand, it's actual connection, it's actual relationship. In our newsletter this morning, we dropped some stats just on how powerful UGC content is and different things like that.
User-generated content.
Which Cole knows a lot about. A lot of money is going to be wasted on athletes in the name of NIL deals from business owners thinking that this is the ticket. The ticket is to get Bronny James to do this thing. Or how many Caitlin Clark commercials did you see in the tournament? I saw quite a few. And truth is, they're making money, but it doesn't necessarily equate to more sales.
Well, it's a good reminder that marketing is not an event, right?
Correct.
It's in the words of Alex Hormozy, there are no silver bullets, only thousands of golden BBs. And so it's like building a house. Like first dig a hole, second pour a bunch of concrete, 3 frame up the house, right? You're stacking channels over time. Right. And once you have a fully comprehensive marketing channel, then maybe throwing on an NIL deal makes sense. Odds are if you've done that, then you've probably reached a level where you have the money to, I don't want to say waste, but invest in a way strategically. So if you're spending money on Shador, like what is he doing to drive traffic that then hooks them into the retargeting channel that then allows you to retarget those people in perpetuity?
Right.
Are you leveraging AI and reverse IP lookup to build a targeted list of people and then go build custom audiences that you can then cross channel on the Meta platform? Probably not.
Right.
Old school people are thinking that way, right? So specifically what he's alluding to is how small businesses and small brands can beat big brands when they think strategically and they know how to use the tools that are available to them.
Yeah. Or maybe you actually take a second to look at what's important to these athletes and realize that my product or my service actually fits within the scope, the realm of their life that they're living. Now that NIL deal is going to be way better positioned because this is something that this person actually uses. You can see it in their lifestyle, and then those followers would then go, because the days of just like telling people to go do stuff and buy this or it's over. It's
crypto.com all over again.
It's over.
Well, yeah. The whole, was it FTX?
FTX.
Yeah, the whole thing, and Tom Brady getting in trouble for all that because they're, out there, talking about it. They really, are they using it? Maybe, maybe not, but they're getting paid very, very well for it.
Yeah, so just have some humility.
I think the other side of that too, for the athletes, you're working really hard to build your brand. Be careful of who you align yourself with.
Yeah, because you're putting your money into your business, essentially into, some teenagers and early 20s kids that make mistakes.
Tom Brady aligning with FTX is probably not good for the brand. Just saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.